Oh, we're so excited to see this one. This episode of Some Gadget Guy is brought to you by viewers like you, all of the amazing folks who share content on social media, and the generosity of my incredible patrons at patreon.com/somegadgetguy. More info on those awesome nerds later in the video. I have been harping on this for years now. We've got incredible compute power in our phones and tablets, and really we just need software to take better advantage of that. Right now, like the idea of how we multitask is pretty simplistic. We can pull up an app, it goes full screen on this large slate. And then if we want, we can move another app in here, split screen, or you could have like a floating window, something like that. But after using products like the Surface Pro series from Microsoft, we're getting to the point where it would just be nice to have proper multitasking floating windows in a more desktop-like environment. Our good buddy Mishal published the news, and you should definitely be following all of the work that Mishal is doing, that the new Android beta, Android 15 QPR1 Beta 2, now has better support for this floating window. Now, we've been looking at the desktop mode in Android 15 for a little bit now, especially now that our Pixels support video out through the USB-C port. But up till now, Google has been hiding a lot of this advanced functionality, and you have to tinker with the operating system a lot more. Google published this blog post, and now apparently, if you're just running the Android 15 beta, you can jump right in on a select quantity of Pixel devices. So we're going to take a look at how to do that. Going into the About tablet, I just installed the beta on this. This is the Pixel tablet, and I'm already a developer. We're gonna go into System. Let's check out my developer options. Now, I never really messed with a lot of the developer options here because this tablet doesn't support video out. So I didn't really bother with things like desktop mode and floating windows. Gonna scroll all the way down to, here we go. Okay, so we want force activities to be resizable. I'm gonna enable, okay, we're gonna reboot later. Enable freeform windows. It says enable freeform windows on secondary display. I'm gonna go ahead and tap that, but that's probably more like if I'm casting to a Chromecast. And enable non-resizable in Windows. I think that's everything that we need to do now. So let me reboot this tablet, and then we're gonna see, because right now if I open up like Chrome, for example, there's nothing I can do. Like I showed before, I can drag another to split screen and just sort of a side-by-side view, but I want something that's going to be a bit more desktop grade. All right, here we go, reboot. Android beta program. Let's hit OK. Let me put in my super secret password, 12345. This is booting itself back up. And the thing that I'm curious to see is whether or not this is localized to just Google apps. I have to be really careful not to show you a bunch of private stuff on my tablet. So like checking out the Files app. Uh-oh, do you see something new? I see something new. So this is the sort of split panel view in the Files app. The Pixel tablet has been living in our kitchen as mostly a smart display. So there are a lot of these things that I haven't dug into very deep. But now there's a little bar at the bottom we can slide up and we can drag other apps around. We got this little dock at the bottom. Well, hold on. There seems to be a little handle here at the top. Well, hello there, little handle. I'm gonna pull you down. Oh, look at this. Well, I love this. While I'm getting excited about floating windows, they're trying to get me to search and circle for search and what's on screen, and like, thanks. That's great. But now we've got a proper static bottom dock. The Files app is up, and I can move this all around, and I can full screen it. There we go. That's looking good. Oh, I can pull it right back down. Oh, we like to see this. So we were just in the Files app pulling up a third-party file explorer. Same thing. We can close it, we can full screen it, and I wonder if I tap. So there's no way to directly minimize, it seems. I can close something out, and if I just close this, it takes us back to the sort of standard tablet interface. It's a lot more computery. I have a Bluetooth keyboard and a little Bluetooth mouse set up here, like hitting the Windows key. Now we get the app drawer to pop up. I wonder if I just start, yep. Oh, that's kind of nice. So we'll do LumaFusion. I just want to fire that up. We will do that directory later. I can zoom in, zoom out. This is controlling just like LumaFusion controls. I'm really excited to see that. And now I just want to see if I come up here. Oh, that is so handy. So with a mouse, if you just tap on that little handle at the top, we've got options. So it's full screen, split screen, floating window. Woo-hoo, that is so smooth. I like that a lot. Yeah, it just sort of pops up the app drawers the way we would expect it. We're seeing those little handles out at the side too. So this is something that we see on the OnePlus pad when you have the OnePlus keyboard attached, is these kinds of options that float out to the side. Helps us just kind of get to these things a little bit more efficiently, as a lot of our keyboard commands are going to be a bit different than what we might be used to on Windows or Mac. But this is so much more polished than I was expecting it to be. All right, I just want to see if I come down to Microsoft Office. It opens up in a floating window. I want to create a Word doc. Oh, we've got multiple windows. So now I can go back into 365. Okay, so this is handling this a bit better. This is one of those things that Dex always did really, really well, but sometimes like Moto Ready for, you would open up a unique document, but then it would kind of close out the rest of the 365 app. But I have I can't type, keyboard, and this is basically a netbook computer now. Woot! I love that. That is so clean. This is giving me a lot more hope that we'll actually see these types of improvements to proper Android 15, that this is stuff that's gonna be coming out publicly. Now, I just wanna see one other thing. So there's a script that I'm working on. Now let me come back to Microsoft 365. There's nothing in that. Let me pull up like a pinned document too. Can I open up more than one? And that looks like that's still squishy. Come on, OneDrive. I know my internet's not that slow, but this looks like that's still going to be one of the issues that we've got. And again, something that I think Dex is going to do better. If you need to open up multiple Word documents side by side, we got to get on developers. We got to get on Microsoft to start improving those kinds of capabilities. But I absolutely love that we've got just a more traditional Windows setup here, and it's going to make navigating multiple apps in this a lot easier. I still wish we had a proper minimize, but this is working really clean. In the Android developer blog, they mentioned specifically the Pixel tablet, but this Android beta is being sent out to other phones too. So I have my Pixel 8 Pro here. I just want to see real quick, if we go into System, I'm going to go down to Developer Options. I'll be very surprised if this works, but it would be really cool if the desktop mode also allows us to do some of this really advanced, like, freeform windows. And okay, so these settings are a little different. Just like we saw on the Pixel tablet, we no longer have a developer mode option for force desktop mode. We've got force activities to be resizable, enable freeform windows, enable freeform windows on secondary display. So we're gonna tap these and reboot, and let's see if we can get this kind of like we had it working on the Pixel tablet. Reboot. Okay, our Pixel 8 Pro is rebooting here. I'm gonna have to put in a password in just a second. So I'm just gonna pull this out of frame. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here's the moment of truth. I really hope this works. We're gonna plug this in. It's gonna ask us if we want to mirror the display. And this looks about how I left it off when I started talking about video out through the USB-C port. So this looks a lot like the broken desktop mode that we had before. But let's see, if I tap on this, I just want to get down to my... Oh, does the Windows key work? Oh, unfortunately, when you hit the Windows key, it brings up the app drawer on the phone. So that's not great. This is not looking like it's tremendously different. Let's try opening up a file explorer, and it's still just in phone mode. And I can close out the app drawer. The app drawer is functional. That's actually a huge step in the right direction after Android's 11 through 13 desktop modes, but we don't even have the top handle anymore, where for a while we could at least minimize and close apps. They would just disappear. We don't have a bottom dock that we can minimize to. So unfortunately, this still looks like it's kind of broken. In fact, I bet you I have to come in here, swipe away FX. Yeah, and there it goes. I have to close it out from the phone. When we can get the Pixel tablet version of this running on a phone, I think that's going to be a huge value proposition, not just for the Pixel Pros, but also the Pixel 8a now supports video out through the USB-C. That'll be really exciting. We haven't had a good desktop mode, sort of Chromebooky competitor on a mid-ranger phone, I don't know, since what, like the LG Velvet? Has it been that long? It's like 4 or 5 years now. Our phones are so silly powerful, it just makes sense that we could start expanding how we use this stuff. But just excited to see any kind of momentum on this. Let's get back to the Pixel tablet and we can wrap this video up. Okay, back to the Pixel tablet here. And before we wrap up this video, I just need to give another shout out, my brother from another geek mother. If you're not keeping up with Mishal's work over on Android Faithful or on his own social media stuff, maybe check out his Patreon, because this kind of deep dive, that kind of work takes a lot of time and effort. If you really want to be on the pulse, Mishal is one of those guys that you definitely need to be following. Well, actually, not just following, you should be actively supporting the people who are doing the good work. Android 15 doesn't look like it's going to be radically different for all of the phone stuff. Our foldables, our tablets. I'm really hoping that this is just baked into Android 15 and that this isn't like a part of the Pixel experience. If we can get this on new OnePluses and Motorola's, it's going to really streamline a lot of the development for this kind of expanded canvas use. And as I'm doing all of this fancy testing and benchmarking and performance and stuff, the first folks who get to see the results from my tests are my amazing patrons, all of the incredible people at patreon.com/SomeGadgetGuy. They're helping to keep the lights on here in the Gadget Lab. The lights that are trying to make a top-down shot like this a little trickier, but hey, we love that kind of support. I greatly appreciate everybody who's out there sharing content on the socials. That stuff really helps us out with all of those terrible algorithms. But if you have the means, I hope you'll consider supporting at patreon.com/SomeGadgetGuy. Just an incredible group of geeks. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for all of their generosity. Now, you know where you can find me around the rest of the internet at SomeGadgetGuy, basically everywhere. But these days, I'm spending a bit more time on the Mastodons, a lot less so on the Facebooks and the Instagrams, and definitely not on the Twitters. And I will catch you all on the next video.